Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, this is going to be a first impressions slash demo on the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness Neutralizing Correcting Cream. This one is in the shade Transforming Neutral Beige, which is the only shade that does come in, at least on the Sephora Canada website, which is where I did order it from. So just to tell you a little bit about the product before going into the first impressions and demo, I just have it open on my Sephora app here. It does retail for 42 Canadian dollars, and it says it is a revolutionary skin care cream that completely cancels out redness, color corrects, and delivers full coverage in one step. So that is what I'm going to be basing my first impressions off today, is that little blurb there. So does it cancel out my redness completely? Does it color correct? And is it full coverage? So that is what you will find out by the end of this video. So it is claiming to do a ton, and I was really excited to try this out. As you have all seen in my videos before, I do have a ton of pigmentation in my face, and I am always looking for new products to try and cancel out that redness. One of my favorite ones to use so far is just the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid, and this is in obviously the green shade to help reduce any redness. This does not cancel it out completely, although it does bring it down quite a bit, which is honestly what I have found for most redness canceling products. I haven't found one that completely gets rid of all of the redness on my face. So again, I guess we will see how this works out. So like I said, it does cost 42 Canadian dollars, and you get 0.37 fluid ounces in it. I'm just going to open it up and show you the bottle. This is what the bottle looks like, and as you can tell, it is quite a small container for $42, but I've heard that this is extremely pigmented. You do not need a lot. A little will go a long way, so I guess we'll see. And this is what the inside looks. So I'm extremely fair, and just looking at the color in the container, I feel like it's going to be a little bit too dark for me, which is really disappointing because there is only one shade as far as I know. We just got It Cosmetics on the Canadian website about, I think, last month. So I'm not sure if this is usually something that has more than one shade, but it does say on the box that it is Transforming Neutral Beige. So hopefully this can kind of blend into my skin and not be too dark, because if it is too dark, then it's not really gonna work. And just because I want to make sure that I'm actually using how it's supposed to be, I will read the how to use, which is also on the website. It says, apply to a clean, moisturized skin, check. Blend with your favorite It Cosmetics brush for flawless color correcting coverage. I don't have an It Cosmetics brush, but I do have a couple of other options here that I'm going to try out. And it says you can wear it alone or under makeup. So I think we'll try under makeup today, depending on how full coverage it looks. But let's get started into the application process. So I'm going to start off with a primer. This is the Too Faced Hangover X Coconut Primer. I love this stuff. It's really hydrating, and my skin does have some dryness on it. So I just like to use this to bring some healthy plumpness back. And I already have that on my finger, but I think I'm going to put a headband on to get the hair on my face. Better.
Sensitive skin problems. The more you put stuff on your face, the brighter the redness gets.
Okay, so now that our face is primed, and I let that kind of sink in for a couple minutes before moving on, I am going to start by applying the product onto my face. So there was a ton of product left on the cap, so I'm just going to dip this, what is this? This Morphe M493 brush. This is for buffing out your foundation. I'm going to use this for my cheeks. I do have a little bit of redness here and here, some on my chin, and then a little on my forehead. So this is just a bigger brush, so I'm just going to use it for that because it covers more space. And I think I already put too much on my brush. So as you can see, that does look a little dark. I'm going to switch from that brush and use the one that I've been using for my foundation recently, just because I don't know if that's actually doing my skin any justice. Alright, so I'm trying to apply this to my skin, and so far I am less than impressed with this product. It does not seem to blend nicely at all. Like, it is clinging to my skin in certain spots, and it just looks really, really bad. And because that happens, it's like this super pigmented dark spot is left on my face. And as for covering up the redness, it's really not doing that. You have a ton on my hand here that I've been trying to make work, and it's not. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm not sure, but I don't think it should be that hard to apply a product to get it to work right, I mean. So I'm gonna say that I'm fairly disappointed in how this is working out. For my nose, while I did bring down a lot of the redness that was on it, it's still very, very much visible, especially in my face. Like, I always have this little red dot here. That is not gone. My cheeks are a little more neutralized than the rest of my face, but like I said, because it's sticking to drier parts of my face, and it didn't say anywhere on the description that this was not meant for dry skin. Usually I tend to like stay clear of the ones that advise against it, and this didn't, and it is sticking all over, like especially around my nose, a little bit on my cheeks, up on my forehead. So that is where I'm sitting at for my thoughts right now. I'm going to go off camera, apply the rest of my makeup, see what my makeup looks like on top of it, because maybe it's just not meant to be worn alone on my skin. I'm not sure. So I will be back in just 1 second to update you after I have the rest of my makeup on. Alright guys, so I just finished applying the rest of my makeup, and I did have a couple of thoughts as I was doing this. So while I do think that the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness Correcting Cream did help reduce some of the redness that I do have in my face, I do not believe that it completely erases the redness or camouflages the redness on your face as it claims to. That being said, this is just a first impression, so it is the first time that I'm really using the product, so I don't feel as though I can completely write off a product without really giving it a fair chance. So I am going to be using this product again to try and figure out some more efficient ways to actually use it. I'm going to do my research some more and see what other people have used to apply it, if they've done it with a foundation, without a foundation. And honestly, if I thought it would have made a big difference, I would have done half my face with primer and the other half without. But I didn't, unfortunately, for this video, so I will be testing that out as well. As for the product clinging to dry spots, I can still see that even after I applied a foundation over top of it. So that is an issue that I am definitely going to be looking at trying to fix, because that is just not cute. Like, I can really see it around my nose here. The rest of it I was able to kind of cover up with other makeup products, my bronzer, blush, the foundation, concealer. That was able to kind of help control that, but it is still visible around my nose area. Another thing that I did notice, that some spots on my face as I was applying my foundation over top did kind of wipe away some of the product. So as you can see, there is a couple of my redness coming through that maybe was a little more neutralized before I put on the foundation. So again, I'm not sure if I just need to wait a little bit longer for maybe the product to set more before applying another layer on top of that. That is, again, something else that I will be looking into. So this was just a first impressions on it and a demo to kind of show you guys how it worked for me. I am not going to recommend the product as of right now. I will do an updated video on it later on after I play around with it more. I feel like if I was to just solely base it on this first impression, that it would end up being a not recommended, and I don't think that's fair to the product. It needs to be used a little bit more. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like first impressions and demos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know and I can film more of them in the future. I really enjoy doing these. On a side note, I still have a giveaway going on. There is about 12 days left, I do believe, so I'll still have a link down below so you guys can enter that. There's a ton of free makeup for you. You don't want to miss out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you in a couple days in my next video. Bye!